So for anybody that may be watching or listening that
Sure.
may want to get into modeling, because I have a lot of model friends that
Sure.
are trying to break into the business and things like that. What insight or advice would you give somebody that wants to get the opportunity to get their foot in the door?
Yeah, it's really, really simple, and this is going to sound it's going to sound so self-confident that it's going to sound arrogant, but I don't care.
Go for it, man. This is real. Keep it real.
This is what I wish someone would have told me a long time ago. There's a certain personality that will or will not make it modeling and acting, and it's a relentless networking spirit. Somebody who gets up in the middle of the night, checking emails, checking Facebook pages, checking casting calls, checking with photographers, networking with people, getting both behind and in front of the camera.
Oh yeah,
because it's equally as important. And someone who, you see a lot of people who take a lot of selfies, a lot of pictures, a lot on their Instagram, all this fun stuff, but very few people are practicing modeling.
Right.
You have to model it's way more difficult than people think. And part of what got me into fitness in the first place was being in New York City and jumping from couch to couch and sleeping on floors and all this other stuff, and seeing what these these models were going to casting calls with their lookbooks. They had invested $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 in just photography work, paying different photographers to shoot, so they had quality images to go forward with and get in front of these agencies. That's the thing that people in a smaller industry don't understand, is on a major scale, these people have made investments, both time and finance. And so whenever you're in a small industry like Pittsburgh, you have a lot of people that are shooting a lot of great quality work, but it's not the greatest thing. A really, really good photographer from New York City said to me, he said, "People in Pittsburgh know who you are." And I said, "Yes, they certainly do." And he said, "I don't know who you are." So
that's a powerful statement.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
I don't know you.
Right.
You're not that great.
Not only that, I know
you didn't escape the walls of that little city.
Exactly.
I don't know who you are.
Exactly. I know for me, that's something that always keeps me motivated. I don't care how many people know me in Pittsburgh. I want to be able to break out even further than that.
Yep.
I want to feel like I'm always small.
Definitely.
And just always have the ambitions to want to be big.
Right.
And a lot of the things that you said as far as the modeling thing is the grind. That's all that
is. It's got to be every day. There's some sort of casting or some sort of casting call or some sort of audition that you can be in line for every day. When I was looking at it, I signed up for Grant Whiffley, I signed up for Casting Networks, I signed up for Nancy Mosser. I was on 5 or 6 different email lists, and even still to this day, if I go through my model email, it's lit. I can jump back in if I want,
at any time.
because I just built this solid network to where it wasn't necessarily that the invitations were for me to walk in the room, but the opportunities are right there.
Right.
And if I'm hungry enough, I can make a couple of phone calls, get my name recognized. That way, when I show up, somebody knows who I am, and they'll pull me in the back room.
Exactly.
Or at least make sure that I'm in the right line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a certain personality type. If somebody messages you and says, "Hey, how do you think I get into modeling?" They are not going to make it. That's just how I feel, unless they're very young. But if you're 20, 21, 22, and you don't get it, that it's just simply networking, talking to people, shooting a shit ton of images, and getting your face out there, then move on. Go do something else, because you're just going to get your feelings hurt because you're just not hungry enough for it. You shouldn't have to ask how to get into modeling.
Right.
Go on the internet and read about it.
Oh yeah. And
you know what I'm saying? Go read, go study.
These days, I guess the new saying would be, "You're one click away."
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is, there's all this information on the internet. Some of it is right. Some of it applies to different people.
Right.
Whatever. There's different bits of information that apply to everybody. The number one thing is that the information is out there. The how-tos are out there.
Oh yeah.
How to submit digital images to an agency.
YouTube, Google.
Easy. Really, really easy. So when somebody, when I was in it, I used to get messages all the time because people thought I was the hot shit because I was doing things here in Pittsburgh. But I used to get messages all the time, how do I get into modeling? How do I, and it's dude, go look on the best models Instagram page.
Exactly.
Follow suit. Get to, just go shoot.
Oh yeah.
Call a photographer. Hey, do you want to shoot? Network with people. People, if they don't have, no one wants a dry lens.
Right.
People want to shoot. You know what I mean? People want to shoot content, and when they haven't had something good, and you have a look of potential, they'll shoot with you. Ask them.
Right.
Just go talk to people.
Right.
That's my number one thing. Go talk to people.
Oh yeah.
Network.
Oh yeah.